Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. This is Campbell's Creations, and I'm Ellen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see, can I get this up on my screen right quick? Okay. I get it up that way I can see everybody comment. Okay. My lady's here. Sit it a little closer to me. Um, Hello, L Chimes. How you doing? Hello, welcome in. Welcome. Today I had planned to do a little sewing, but I realized I don't have all my pieces cut out. And I've been working on cutting out my African sister to go with my African king for to get that quilt top done. And seemed like it been run one road bump after the other one. I missed y'all a couple weeks here, and I do apologize for that. I was really not feeling too good. And today, by me not having anything, all my stuff cut out to sew and everything, I just want to come in and chat with y'all, see what y'all working on today and how things going for y'all. If anybody wanted to come live, I don't know, would I be able to share out the link or anything, but I sure would try. L Chime said, "Hello, Miss Ellen. How are you?" I'm great. Did you receive my mail? Not yet, I don't think. Let me see. I don't remember getting anything in the mail. So maybe it's still on its way, or well, the mail ran for today. Unless in this a package or something, I haven't received a package today. And when I get something, I'll let you know, L Chimes. Oh, your email. Okay. No, I did not. I'm gonna have to check that. I have another phone that I use it on, but that phone might need charging at the moment. And I'm gonna get it charged up, and I'll check out your email. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Um, I really don't have much anything really made up to sew on right now. So I even got my needle and thread to add my buttons. I'm gonna add some Velcro or something. I made these little sewing kits I've been showing. This one has my label on it. I don't know how good you can see it. And it folds out like this, like a trifold, and it have some scissors and pins and needles and needle threader and thread I put in here. I might have to change these small spools of thread up to cards. Let me reduce this volume over here. I can hear everything I say repeat itself. Oh my goodness. Hello, Emily. How you doing? She said, "Hello, Miss Ellen, and hello, fellow quilters. I hope you're keeping well." I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying hard. Trying not to miss too many lives either, but I'm gonna tell you, let me catch up on everybody's message first. El Chime said it's free to attend a vivid Zoom. Okay, thank you, El Chimes. Hello, Emily. Okay. El Chime said I look nice. Thank you. Thank you. Well, um, where was I? I'm trying to keep well, y'all. I just been dealing with a lot since the death of my nephew. I've been dealing with a lot, and it been a lot of stress on me, and I felt drained. And not only did I feel drained, it seemed like I caught a virus or something. And it's not COVID, but whatever it is, it has my legs feel like I have noodle legs. You know, ramen noodle legs. Your legs feel so weak, they just all going every kind of way. It been one of those kind of moments for me, and I didn't want to push myself to where I couldn't come down the stairs. I could come down and do my YouTube lives, but then there was going to be a problem with me getting back up the stairs. So that was an issue. And then I was dealing with the issue too of the possibility that I had to move. And I just reached out and called the peoples today about this house and unit, and they told me that I will be getting somebody contacting me this week where I can sign the next lease agreement for this unit for one more year. And right now, another choice but to sign the lease. Every property in this town has skyrocketed so high. If I was to leave this unit, it's not guaranteed that I could find another one. It's just not. People are moving out left and right. Excuse me a minute, I got a notification block. Okay. People are moving out left and right. Some people are getting evicted. They getting kicked out of their units and stuff, not knowing where they're gonna live or stay for the unit. For the winter, I'm sorry. Seem like when I get excited, all kind of words just fly out my mouth, right? Um, hello, so Terry. She said, "Oh, Miss Ellen, good to see you. And I'm sorry that you haven't been feeling well." Thank you, so Terry. I'm hanging in there though, so Terry, because as I've been sick, I've been getting ideas and ideas I can do on the channel. And one of them is crochet. I had this idea that I want to crochet something, but I want to get it together first, what I want to crochet, and I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to do it because it's simple. But the thing I'm going to be making, y'all going to be like, "Oh, wow, Miss Ellen, where you come up with it from?" I want to make a tote bag, but it will be more of a camper style tote bag. It's gonna be huge and not small. And for some reason, I feel the need to make that. This town have a lot of homeless people, y'all. I know a lot of people make the mattresses and stuff and give to them to help out, but something told me to create and make something to carry supplies in. Like, for instance, they have a quilt or a blanket or something that they have to carry around with them. And if I can make something that's strapped across the shoulder and hang down so far, where they can get their quilt and blanket or maybe even a small tent or something inside it, they can carry their little personal items around with them. And it could possibly be a project. I don't have a pattern to this. This is something I'm going to create and make out of my own head. And I have done this before, create and make stuff out of my own head. And I just want to share that with y'all to kind of get y'all take on it. What y'all think about that? It'd have been nice if I no auto, Miss Ellen. I can hear you, Miss Ellen. Okay, I'm sorry, Emily. It might be the internet connection, but everything seemed to be working good here on my end. How's your weather condition? You might have to check and see how's your internet and your weather condition. I hope that helped kind of adjust things out. So Terry said, make something with a hook attached it. A hook sounds nice too, but what I want to make is something that I can build in the scraps, like sew them on, or just connect some scraps like a backpack. They won't be adjustable scraps, and then again, I might need to think about that too. I might need to figure out a way to put on adjustable scraps, but I'm saying straps, y'all. I'm sorry, my English is very broken. Not a hook, a hood. Hood. LOL, a hood. Okay, so Tara, I might need for you to contact me for we can get together and I can draw something out and draw it up and go from there. Because I like to know what your ideal on the thing. I have one in my head already, but if yours close to what I have in my head, that'll be awesome. I can blend the two. L Chine said, I can't. We'll sign out and log in again. Okay, L Chimes, sign out and log in again for me, please. Wow, like it one blockage out, another one come up. So Terry said, that sounds good. Something that they can cover their heads with if they're need. You know what? That is awesome. That is awesome. It can be a backpack, hooded. Let me get this right. Now I'm really thinking. I want to do some crochet into it, but what if I can incorporate crochet with something else to create the hood and falls back where everything stored behind them will not get wet? That sounds awesome. Like a hooded, like the vest I did for the babies. And if y'all haven't noticed, I have my birthday present hanging on the wall. It's a tapestry of an elephant. It's hanging because out of all these wonderful quilts I'm creating and have to get done, that too will become a quilt someday. And I got the few down. I still have my 2 4-star generals I've been cutting pieces out for the block. I still have them to do. And might I just show y'all again? I'm cutting them out like this, putting them in little Ziploc bags. This is my one of the stars in the 4-star general, and I just cut all 4 blocks for that one big block. I cut all 4 out to make the one big block to go to this quilt that's this color, which is the red, white, and blue. And I needed to go and get through with this quilt because I had someone in mind for this quilt that I want to donate it to. And he is a veteran. And right now he's a disabled vet. And he is a part of my family as well. So I will let y'all know that too. And I have more of the blocks, cut out, stored in a pack where I cut all four of the smaller blocks out that makes the one big block and put it in a package like this. I haven't started sewing on it yet because I have two quilts like that I'm making, and one in the red, white, and blue, and the other one is in the yellow or gold and green. I want to get those done. And I have I don't know why I always think of him. I have a sailor quilt where I got this blue and white. Let me get up and show y'all. Y'all excuse my junk because I was getting ready to throw a quilt on this cutie frame. But let me show y'all what I got. I'm so close on getting this one here done. I should have just went on start sewing on this song for today. But like I said, the quilt sewing kits, I have three or four. Four. I have about five of them done, but one of them I'm keeping for myself. And this is one I put my label on them, and I've been making these little different stuff to do as a giveaway because I kind of miss playing my game, y'all. Y'all just don't know that game makes me feel so much better. Let me check my messages first, and then I'm gonna show y'all these quilt blocks. So Tara says that sounds good. Something that they can cover their heads with if they need to. Awesome. Pictured it, Miss Ellen. I can see it in my head. Thank you, so Terry. Thank you. So Terry said, I love that elephant. Thank you. And I wanted to tell y'all also the store where I found this at for my birthday, they have a ton of little panels like that. And I said I was going to go back and get some more, but I ain't got to the mall yet. So they have a lot of them. If anybody looking for a Pacific kind of tapestry or something, y'all let me know. I love to roll out there to that mall and take my time and look around because I don't go to but that one store. They got J.C. Penney's and they got Macy's out there, and they have Bed and Baths and a whole bunch of more. A couple of jewelry stores, and it's just a beautiful place to spend some time at. A lot of place to eat. And let me finish this so I can show y'all my blog. Emily said, thanks, L Chimes. Oh, thank you, Emily. Thank you for going out. Thank you, L Chimes, for showing how you got the volume back up. Hi, Beverly Akins. She said, hello, Ellen, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Beverly. I'm glad you could join me today. Terry said, you're so welcome. Thank you. Okay, let me move on since I'm not really sewing anything today, but I got these projects all piled up. And not to mention, I got tons of quilt tops I already need quilting. And y'all see, even though I have the Juki frame, for right now, I'm going to keep my Juki frame. I'm going to kind of hold on to it because I discovered something about this Juki frame, y'all, that I first thought it was kind of bothering me. But after looking at so many quilts, I'm learning that tiny stitches or small stitching spaces give you a beautiful results when you finish at the end. Okay, I have like 3 or 4 of these here in my hand. Well, they different kinds. I have this kind of block made with that. Can y'all see the ankle in the fabric here? Okay, I have that. And I forgot how many blocks I have here, y'all. And then I have the star. Y'all see that star? Now, this is one of the very, very first stars I made when I started back to sewing when I was in Mississippi. Remember, I told y'all I took a break from quilting, and that was after the death of my first husband. I kind of just shut down a little bit, I guess. But when I started back, this was one of the first stars I made. And I began to create and learn as a, what you say, modern quilt, as quilters do in modern day, because the way I was quilting back then, I was old school, and I was taught the old school way. Back then, I didn't know nothing about miter nor corner, or I'm just being honest with y'all. I didn't. It that takes time to learn and do, and as you grow, you learn new tricks and you do things that accommodate where you trying to go. I have these blocks, some of them large, some of them small, but they all gonna wind up in this quilt, because the one I give to my son-in-law, which is a veteran, will be, something pretty, something he gonna enjoy. And I done made blue. I done gave my daughter, a couple quilts. She actually helped me make one of them. And I have 3 daughters in all, y'all, and I'm trying to get each one of them a quilt of their own. And in the process, I'm doing quilts that I really donate or give out, and I want to do a quilt as well that I can donate to somebody in my community. And as it is now, I've been kind of scrapped and drained for energy because I contracted a virus, but I said, thank God it ain't corona. And it still got me a bit weak. That's the only thing about it. It gets you weak, and I call it noodle legs. Got me feeling like I have noodle legs, and noodle legs ain't gonna just work for me. Cause now I got to pay attention to what I'm doing to make sure I have the strength to mash my pedal on the machine. And in the group, I'm in a group for cutie quilters on the machine. And they're awesome too, y'all. That you can ask any question you want to ask in them. I'm sorry, I done missed some comments. Um, Thank you, Beverly says, cute block. So Terry said, very pretty. L Chime said, I'm back and I can hear you now. Love the blues star blocks. Hopefully you will feel better soon. Thank you, L Chimes. I will be responding to your email as soon as I can. I get off this live. I get it up. I'm sorry I just hadn't seen it sooner. I normally be laying down, y'all, because I falls asleep so fast. I just falls asleep. And my nurse will be coming sometime shortly too. Um, I still have a lot of huge ideas, y'all. I don't want to just give up and accept whatever I feel like accepting. I'm just sorry. I can't do it. I know I'm supposed to rest and slowly regain my strength and stuff and come back into it and stuff, but I just can't do it all the time. I can't. It's hard to be still. And my favorite way of doing my seams, y'all, is to press them open. But for some reason, I'm pressing this one to the darker side. I do have a huge habit of pressing them open. I guess it's just me because I love to press them open. And the reason I do that, oh, look at that. It's not sewn all the way. The reason I do that is because when you send your quilts off to get them quilted, and if it have any type of little bulkiness in it, it creates a problem for the quilter. So I just iron mine open. If I press all of them open and iron them flat, and when I nest them, I know I'm nesting directly. Excuse me. I know I'm Y'all excuse me. I'm nesting the seams directly on one on top of the other one. That's what I was trying to say. And look, my seam still in sew. Let me check my bobbin. Because I didn't check my bobbin before I began. I just started sewing. And I need a bobbin. Now, I should have some over here. Got my little cup stuffed with stuff. Okay, I need that screw. I keep my little bobbins and stuff where I can grab them. But this time, I got pattern pieces paper to the African King off in my cup. And I have a grill bit and my scissors cover. Let's see. Need a full bobbin of thread. Got one. These pins are so great. One of my subscribers sent me this as a Christmas present, maybe a year or 2 years back. And these are some of the most darling pins. I bet y'all said y'all ain't never seen nobody fascinated with safety pins. I love these pins. I keep them in the container and I set them in this cup. I have the what they call those, clamps. Is that iron on? Yes, so Terry, it's on. I got it turned up too. It's my my bobbin thread ran out on me. And to keep from pushing into the snap, I just open out that flap on my bobbin casing. Well, I put my thread on the top side and just slide it in. Then I pull my bobbin thread to the top All done. Now if I can sit that somewhere, I can get this seam completed. So my thread broke. Not necessarily broke. I just ran out of bobbin thread. So now I have to bag up and connect to where I was. I put my needle down in the fabric, then I let my feet down, get my seam allowance adjustment, lock in my thread because it ran out. Whoa, got it. I got some thread hanging here. Yeah, I got more thread. Thinking I'm cutting everything off. And I have on my eyeglasses. Sometimes I have to just check, make sure I got all the thread, the clippings and stuff, but I don't mind checking. I think it's about worth the same time as if maybe you have to seam rip something. This little iron is pretty cool too. Little booger get hot. I'm watching my fingers because this thing will get hot. And if I don't really need that much heat, ooh, excuse me. I got it set on a 4. That might be the highest it go, but I done had that thing for about a year or so. Had it sitting in one of my drawers. And I wasn't using it because I was partial to a big iron. Till I realized the big iron don't care. Extra weight to lift up and drag across the house. That extra weight is what be getting it. Knick-knack. Hello, Knick-knack. How you doing? She said, hello, Miss Ellen. Okay, bye, L Chimes. Hi, Kathy. Good morning, Miss Kathy. How you doing? I'm glad you could join me. I just have my projects. I still have projects, y'all, stacked in my storage unit. Y'all might can remember or not of me telling y'all that I used to go to the Dollar Tree and get the little white dish pans. And I would use those dish pans to keep my projects organized. Sort of like how, I'm going to show you. If I can get this. Just like this. This is one of my 4-star generals. And by doing them like this, I get to stack them because it's a project that I still need to work on. And I have a scrap on it. Y'all know I love my scraps. I ain't throwing nothing away. But, yeah. This is my 4-star general. The red, white, and blue. And I have the green, orange, and yellow, goldish one was stacked, sitting down right underneath. Y'all know what? Ooh, who it is? I've been looking for a pattern that of mine, and I have not found it. So that's fine. I keep all the fabric in the containers with the pattern and all be in the containers with it. And that's just how I can focus on what I need to do. And winter is coming. With winter coming, I'll be able to get a lot more work done. I have I don't know how much of my background y'all can see, but I have quilt tops just stacked up and bagged up to try to keep them from collecting dust. Um, I love using those cleaners bags. Have anybody ever tried using the cleaners bags? Knick-Knack said, oh, wait a minute. So Terry said, Miss Ellen, continue prayers for you and yours. Gotta go. Okay, so Terry, see you later. Thank you for coming in. That's going to be beautiful. Thank you, Knick-Knack. Barry said, my 4-star general revised. I only cut it out. Yes, that's what I've been working on, just cutting it out. Taking my time cutting it out before I start back to sewing on it. And once I get started sewing, I can just keep going. I can really enjoy it much better. Oh, there's a fly down here. Woo! I think that it better find it a new home real quick. This one ain't it. I live close to the alley too, y'all, so that don't help when I go outside. Now I sew and get my seam lined it up. And I do express the 1/4-inch seam allowance. Everybody's so different and so in their own ways. So, I always tell everybody, my encouragement words is have fun. Long as you're doing it the way you like to do it and having fun and enjoy it, that's all that's count. That's the most important thing. I think that is so cute. I'll iron it later, but I'm gonna lay it to the side over here. Yeah, I have truly been fascinated with this Juki. This Juki being on the cutie frame. Now, I know there's a lot of y'all, if y'all have a Juki frame, a lot of people has invested in putting a larger arm machine on it, a mid-arm. Some get long arms as well, but the mid-arm still allows you to quilt your quilt with the smaller blend of stitches. And I really like that because I can sit down and design me a design to go into the quilt. Even though if I sit down and design it, then that's a one of a kind. It'll be a one out of a kind, because when I go back to try to do it all over again, something always be a little different. Anybody else ever experienced that? You try to make the same thing twice and something be a little different? Okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm up on my messages, y'all, because I can't really see it from over there. but I know it's a message pops up. I trim my blocks up like this. So if anything is out of line, they'll become lined. And y'all know from way back then, sewing and quilting used to be with just sewing machine and your best pair of scissors. Okay. And then as I flip it, now this is only a trim up. But when I sew the full blocks together, let me show y'all, give y'all a little closer view. Can y'all see that edge? That's why I trims it up so everything kind of runs a little smoothly together. And you know what? I'm so used to pressing my seams open till when I go sideways, oh my Lord. When I start trying to press to the darker side, it throws me off. I try it though because I know a lot of my quilting friends and sewing friends, they like sewing to press it to the darker side. Okay. I need my I don't have it. I'm gonna try my yardstick. Hope I don't break it. Get out of here. Y'all excuse me. I pressed it open. See? Do I have the right side? Yeah. I pressed that seam open. And I love, hands down, I love pressing my seam open. And I've been having this quilt top here ever since I left Mississippi, y'all. Go on, shake y'all head and say, I've been had this like this when I left Mississippi. And I'm just now, sewing on it, trying to get it together. It's something about this color of blue that I really likes. I really love this color of blue. Light, it can be light, dark, or whatever. I like this color blue. I've been missing being able to come and do some sewing because of my legs was like noodles. Oh, excuse me. I have a bunch of notifications that popped up. I can't even read them. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. Ooh. Just when I thought I was finna read a message. Okay. I'm still, it's still showing on Beverly. So, now y'all see the excess I have around the edge of this blue? Y'all see that little excess? That's all I trim off. I just trim off that excess, that overhang excess. Now, this how I used to do it when I was back home down south, sewing and quilting with my mother. And my mother had a friend that didn't even stay a mile away from us. She was in walking distance, but it was a nice walk. And And a lot of time I used to drive my mama, take her over to her friend's house, and that's how I got more involved in sewing and quilting. And they was like, if the machine messing up, that's okay. Come on, you can do it by hand. And all of us will get in there and sew and put my piece together. And it worked out. I miss those kind of days where we all get together and sew and be snacking on different stuff. Um, a lot of people call them a quilting bee or something. But it was just the three of us. It was my mom and her friend and I. We would sit down. It'll be a all day long thing. Something we do all day long. And I really got into that and I love it. I used to volunteer and go help a certain community that did hand sewing and hand quilting. And I loved that. They was with another church that was, let me see, where is that located at? It's in Mississippi, but it was in between Lexington, Mississippi, and what's the name of that place? Lexington and I guess Belzona. It was in between Lexington and Belzona. I forgot the name of the place, but it was a lot of older peoples there, a few young people, and everybody would get to just sit and chat and laugh and have fun. I mean, who wouldn't love it? I loved it that. They said we got to get all our quilts quilted for the winter. It'd just be a church sewing guild. And I'm thinking pretty much what they did was all the ladies made quilt tops and stuff. And then right before winter sets in, they would get together and all hand quilt them up. And I loved it. By me loving it, they used to say, oh, would you come back next year? Would you help us? And I'd be like, sure. If I can get over this away, I sure will. And one of the ladies would say, well, I'll see till you get in here. They'll tell me, just get here. You don't have to worry about anything. We'll feed you. We'll, have something for you to eat. And you just sit down and relax under the air condition, get on one of these quilting frames and just enjoy yourself. And that's exactly what I did. Hi, okay, hi, Diane 57. How you doing? Hello, Brenda Foley. How you doing? Glad you can join me. Hello. So, as y'all notice, I got a bug down here irritating me. But I love doing that. I really do. Especially sewing with the different churches. And after a while, that's when I moved to Indiana. So I didn't keep up with everything like I wanted to. Just as I was moving the last time, I did find out that Mississippi have some sewing clubs and groups and stuff. And I joined it one. This thing is hot. I joined it one, but I didn't get to attend any of the meetings that I wanted to go to. And I landed here back in Indiana. And I've been here now going on 4 years, I think. It'll be going on 4 years for me, I think, and I'm already missing home. I want to go back home badly, y'all. Okay, I have another block done. And I just make them like this, lay them aside. When I get so many made, I go back and iron them, the full thing with the bigger iron, and then I will size them up. And once I size them up, I can get them all together and lay them out, get a layout plan how I want my quilt to look. Now, once I lay it down, if something look a little off and not right, and I'm like, okay, I like this blue color, but look like I need another different fabric or something in it, that will be the time when I would add that different color or extra darker or brightness color. I think I'm having some issue too trying to sew with this shoe on. So what y'all think about crocheting? Because I truly want to do something in crocheting with y'all, because there was a time in my life when I just sit down and crocheted every single day, every day, and didn't regret any of it. I love it. The only reason I haven't been crocheting a lot is because my RA. I have to do it as it will permit me to. And I love helping other people so much. I told my daughter today, I said, I don't have much. I know I don't have much. But I told her it ain't the problem of what I have. It's where my heart is. And when you can do something good that is pleasing to the heart, it's pleasing to God too. Because you got a lot of people out there just as plumb greedy. They plumb greedy. They won't share anything with anyone. It could be different things, It just people just gluts it all up. So when I start giving away some of my fabric finds, that's my way of giving back or trying to help somebody else. I remember how I felt when I first started and I didn't have what I needed. I remember how it felt when I wanted to practice and work on a quilt top and I couldn't even make a small quilt to practice or play with. I couldn't. If I tell y'all all the stuff I done been through, y'all probably wouldn't want to sit and hear it all. So I wouldn't dream of doing that to y'all. But just know I do love y'all, each and every one of y'all. I've been still looking around to find my oh my goodness. I'm trying to find a website where I can design my own website. I don't want to do a web page, which I thought about doing a web page. And then I have another idea in mind too. I have someone offer to do drop shipping for me. And I kind of know them. They're more in my present than getting somebody I don't know. Let me put it that way. Oh, Beverly said, love you too, Miss Ellen. Thank you. Thank you so much. But I really started my channels. Y'all know when I tell you I started my channel to make videos to save, to have an archive or a place to just store my videos, because I started making videos on Facebook first. And I thought about, I need to save this. Where can I save my videos? YouTube was it. When I discovered YouTube was actually saving people hard work into a clash of videos on the one thing, which was quilting. And I was into quilting. I thought it was so cool, so good. So I started my YouTube channel putting sewing and quilting videos on it, because the first couple videos I have on this channel is about Actilab. Actilab is a cosmetic product out of Europe that I was into selling, and a lot of it was a bit pricey, but I believe in their product, and I still believe in their product, to tell y'all the truth. I just keep checking my message, y'all. I don't want to miss anybody. But yes, I still believe in their product, because the first thing that caught my attention and my sight and my focus was they were selling a health product that help you lose weight. And it was more of a wrap. It was more of a wrap that you could use to wrap up. You lotion down and wrap yourself up with it. But the real thing that really pulled my focus to Actilab was their cosmetics product. They had a foundation. I'm going to take this off a minute. Ooh. Excuse me, y'all. They have a product that you could use like a foundation product, y'all, that I could put on my face, and it will naturally blend, but it'll cover up all the flaws that I have. But if anybody ever noticed, when I'm gonna get down in this camera, can y'all see this from here? I think it comes here and come to the side. What that is a cut from my childhood when I was a small infant, and I fell on something that kind of sliced my face open, like a round container that sliced my face open. And as I got grown, it kind of blended out a little bit. But with Actilab, they had a product that I could use, and when I rubs it on and blend it over my eyes and stuff, you can't even see that scar. You couldn't even see that scar at all. And I was so amazed that it was gone. It gave me a little confidence back in myself, y'all. It really did. It gave me that confidence back. I felt better. I had got to the place where I would put on makeup every single day. Every day. I said, I want to feel beautiful. I said, even though I'm singing along, I want to feel beautiful. I want to look beautiful. I want to walk beautiful. You know, I don't want to walk just however some people walk, but I be myself. I'm just normal. But I used to make up every single day. Get up, get my shower, get my bath. I always bath at night and shower during the day. But I enjoy myself. I enjoy myself. Sometimes being alone is more healthy and more good for you than sharing your space with somebody that always arguing or fussing or disagreeing about something. And I tell my children all the time, you do not know anything about yourself until you are alone with yourself. Sometimes my children come back and say, well, Mama, you were right. I know I was right. Because when you loving, period, starts with yourself. Loving start with yourself. If you can learn to love you and help yourself, you'll learn to love others. And when you learn to love others, that's a blessing too, because God then brought you from where you used to be to where you can love others no matter what, or no matter how their flaws is. I think that's the most awesome thing it is, to love someone in spite their flaws. I always tell my friends around me, don't hate the person. Don't never hate the person. But it's okay if you want to hate the sin, because it's the sin that causing them to do what they done or to do whatever happened. And a lot of people don't ever think to look at it that way. We were born in a world filled with sin. You know, you born into the world. When you get here, you don't know what you get up against. You're a baby. But when you get big enough and you realize something ain't right here. Yeah. Something ain't gonna never be right, because Satan is down in here in this world. So I have learned to love everyone. And if I feel like I just want to be mad or angry or hate something, I'm not gonna never hate the person, but I will hate the sin. Reason I would hate the sin is because sin is what got us to the bondage of diseases and illness and sickness and bad thoughts and everything that comes with it. Everything that comes with it. It's like a negativity disease. I have a young friend who evangelized, and I have talked to her. She done been on my sewing channel before. Y'all remember Ashara? Ashara used to come in and talk with me, and me and her used to wake up in the morning praying and lay down praying. I messaged her today. I'm gonna have to go visit her and check on her. She have 3 beautiful daughters, and y'all know it reminds me of myself. I had 3 daughters. And I know God has been dealing with us. Her and me too, because we used to just pray. And I tell everybody that asks me for advice, I said, no matter what you're going through or what you feel, don't give up on God. Don't give up on Jesus, because he didn't give up us. He didn't give up on us. And I know I talk a lot of spiritual on my channel, but that's who I am. I am that I am. In other words, the Holy Spirit that lives in me, which is Jesus, I am that I am. I don't claim to be perfect. I don't claim to be anything better than another person. I just don't. I'm just regular old me. And let me show y'all my boo-boo. I'm up here running my mouth and I didn't line up my center. Y'all see that? My center is off. So I'm going to take that loose. Come here, Mr. Ripper. Can y'all still hear me okay? Somebody let me know if y'all can still hear me okay. Hi, Susan. Sewing Sensation, how you doing? I'm so glad you're able to join me. I'm sorry I didn't see you when you first come in, but hello, hello, and welcome. What y'all working on? Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to take this a loose later, but I am gonna rip this out. I think I done set up here and I'm gonna probably have to go get me a nap, y'all. Mm. And I forgot to make me an eye appointment. I guess I'll be doing that. I'm getting everything did today. But this right here is cool. Picking out my stitches like this. But the best way I like taking these stitches out is when I can slide my ripple. And I have always slid it. I don't know why I'm picking it. Oh, y'all, I'm cramping. I think I do need to go get a nap. I don't think I'm going to push. Yeah, I'm going to take this up with me. I'm going to have to let y'all go. Let me see. Soon. Hi, Beverly. I am good. We hear you just fine. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. Um, I was just showing some of the stuff I was working on and some of the projects that I was needing to catch up on because I had so many projects got behind on that became UFOs and I want to finish them. But the thing is, I have two of the 4-star generals I've been working on. I want to finish and go and get done. And I have this quilt top here that I've been working on and off. I even did some half squares, triangles to put in this quilt. And I've been having these for some years. Oh, excuse me. Seemed like maybe going on 4 years. I've been having this as a UFO. So it's time for me to get some UFOs done. And I have so many, sometimes I'm just choosing which project I need to get done, what project I need to work on. And while I'm working on those projects, I don't know if y'all can see behind me on this quilting frame, I have some more projects that I done started because I had this idea that I just had to try and test to see would it work. And let me grab one. Ooh. Now, This is the tea towel pattern, y'all, that y'all seen a lot of quilters and sewers make. They make them for decoration to hang in the kitchen or on the stove to take out hot things from the oven and stuff. But I made this to go in a quilt, y'all. It's an idea for a quilt. I found these beautiful butterfly towels at Dollar Tree. Yes, Dollar Tree. And you know you don't have to run out to the store to Dollar Tree to purchase these towels. If you're interested in trying something like this, order them online from dollartree.com, and you can order you up to however many you want. But the way I did mine, I took one towel and I cut it in half and I made this. You probably can't see it all, but I cut it in half. I kind of drawn this little top out because it's not a big top. It reminds me when I was young how I used to make doll clothing. And I saw something somewhere, but it wasn't quite the size I needed it. And this is a broken chopstick, y'all. I take the broken chopstick and I poke out my arm pieces, which this one ain't 100% square, but okay, I cut the towel in half and I hand sew it. But the top part, I had drawn it out, which I have a piece of paper over there for the pattern. And then I cut two, or I just cut it on the fold, where the fold is up here on the shoulders. Can y'all see that? The shoulder points have a nice rounded, it's a smooth rounded part. And then I folded over and I sewed it all the way around, all the way back to that side, and I stopped. And then the back of the towel looked like this. Excuse me. The back of the towel looked like this. And I also sewn the bottom so it won't be flapping out of the way, which if you look close, I have a little seam going across here, a stitch. And what I'm going to do is I'm applying this to a foundation block. Now, I'm sharing this with y'all because anybody interested in making this is like a free pattern for a quilt that you can get your pieces from Dollar Tree or Walmart or whatever shopping store, Dollar General, Family Dollar. You can get your little towels from there. And see, there's a lot of different kind of towels out there. If you know how to embroidery, that's all the more better. Because you can get the plain towels then, and you can go on and embroider what you wanted to say on the towel, or you can embroider a pattern or something on the towel. For instance, like I did the ladybug bag for my granddaughter for her birthday. You can just be creative. Be creative. You can even put your YouTube channel on it. Now, there's an idea, y'all. Put your YouTube channel on it, and then when you get through, you better made a whole quilt dedicated to your YouTube channel. It's just different ideas, and I took a piece of ribbon. I tied it in a knot. Can you see that? I tied that knot there, and then I laid it across. When I laid it across, see that? I fold the edges on the back, and I just sew close to the edge I could. When with the bunky, with the gathering in the towel at the top, which causes a little wonkiness when you're going so cross there. So just take your time and sew it as close as you can without wiggling and wobbling. But this will make a beautiful quilt. So far, I only have 4 of these done. I have two with this blue top and two more with a beige-like top hanging from the frame, which I'll be moving that soon because I'm going to have to get this quilt on the frame. And I have my quilt right here, already ready to go. This is one of the quilts I shared pictures of that I basted it with my tag gun, and it works wonders. The tag gun works wonders, y'all. It helps me out greatly. I can't stretch it out as tight as I would love to, but I got a remedy for that too. You can always use one of those old school quilting frames where you got four legs that you can hook the end of a rod over. Say, for instance, you got four legs and they got this fork in the top, and you can set one rod cross. Say the rod is 12 foot long. If you got a 12-foot long, well, you're not going to use up a whole 12 foot of space doing a quilt. I don't think so. Some people do because they make large quilts, but you can start off, add you some leaders to that rod and connect that your bottom lining to that leader, roll it in tight. Before you go any further, add your second other end of your rod to another leader, roll it up tight. So now you have, say you might have 5 feet of space you working in, but you got that side sewed on and ready to go and the other side sewed on ready to go, which is the foot end. You can start at the top, the part you're going to call the top, and start laying your batting on, get it down. You can take a hand needle. I'm going to tell you, I done did it before. You take a hand needle and base your batting down with the hand needle. Just take your time. It's work. You want it to come out beautiful, you're going to take your time and do what it takes to get it done accurately. And when I say accurately, that means do a nice job. And once you get the batting sewed on at the top, you go back and add your top, which is your quilt top, and you sew it down with your hand all the way across. That's a basting stitch. And once you get that sewed and based down at the top, you can wind and roll it. You roll that all the way up. Don't forget to smooth it out and adjust it as you go so you don't get no pleats and puckers in the back of your quilt. And you keep rolling till you get to the end and you only have that 5 or 4.5 inches of space left. That's when you got it rubbed out and all tight. Then you take your hand sewn needle and base the bottom all the way across. Once you base the bottom all the way across with your hand sewn needle, then if you want to, you can pull out your tag gun and you can just go all the way across. You can sit down in a chair and take your time and baste it, starting from the bottom, because you done hand based it with stitches. Then you take your tag gun and you work those stitches, because those tags, the plastic stems on the tag for the tag guns, they stand about 2 inches in width. And once you stick the nose of the tag gun in there and you come up with it like that, you pull that trigger. And when you pull that trigger, I always take my hand and hold that tip end of that tag and I yank my gun out. Once I yank my gun out, it's in there. It's just like a big stitch, but made with a tag gun. And I'm probably running my mouth so much, y'all, being a motor mouth. But I like sharing ideas and stuff I do. When I give somebody advice or something about something, I done tried it before. I done did it. Like putting my Juki on the cutie quilting frame. When I first started and started up, I used the Grace speed control on it, and you have to really buy that speed controller separate. You have to go through the Grace company and get your speed controller. And at the time I got mine, they was about $60 a piece. I ordered two, and I sold one because I was kind of frustrated. I was like, I got two of these things and I can't use not one of them to get my machine to act right. That thing took me through something, but I learned something from that experience. What I learned was when you get these speed controllers in the mail, you got to sit down and take your time with this machine on the frame with fabric on it to adjust. You got to adjust that speed controller to work to you got to adjust it to work to your benefit. And when I say to work it to your benefit, that means you sit there and you work and you turn to every notch on there to see how it's going to operate. You press every button on there so you know that you know what you're doing. You know what you need at the time. You know how fast you want it to go. You know how slow you want it to go. And once you set that speed control to the adjusted speed, all your stitches gonna come out beautiful. They'll come out beautiful. And I learned this the hard way. I didn't have anybody to sit down or on a video to explain that to me. But I'm saying it on this video, and it's a sew and chat video. So if anybody interested and you want to share it with somebody, share this video to them, because you have to take your time and sit down and adjust your speed control with the speed of your sewing machine, because you got one button. If you're going to think you're going to mash that button and start and mash, get up off of it and it'll stop, it's not going to work like that. That speed control is once you mash that button, it's taking off ready to go. It ain't going to just stop. So you have to find the settings, so where you turn it to that setting and you mash the button, the needle go up, go down in the fabric, and you mash the button again, it'll come up in the fabric. So that's the button I use to do my quilting on the frame, because as long as I'm mashing that button and holding that button, my needle is steady going. And I have the other knob set at the speed that I want it to go at. So long as I'm matching that button, it's going to keep going and going and going. But when I release that button, that needle going to stop down into the quilt. That means the machine ain't going to move. It ain't going to roll. That needle is down. And some people been finding it hard because they didn't understand how it works or how to do it. But I'm happy to share with y'all. And I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to go in and now, because I'll be sitting here and I can talk forever and I can pull out stuff and show you this and show you that. But I still have my blue jean fabric too, y'all. I don't know if I ever told y'all this, but you can go to the thrift store, one of the Goodwills, and right now, I don't know about the pricings on the blue jeans and stuff at the Goodwill, but they did have one you can buy fabric clothing by the pound. I went to one of those and I purchased maybe 40, 50 pounds of blue jeans. And I came back home and I cut them up, because all the blue jeans I purchased was nice blue jeans. I might have got one or two white blue jeans, because you can find blue jeans in a lot of different colors now. They come blue, black, white, red, pink. I haven't seen yellow, so I'm not going to throw yellow out there. But if you can find it white, you can use that white and dye it. You can get that red dye and do a laundry wash with that red dye and dye that white blue jean the color you desired of. And once you get the color you desired, whatever how much you're gonna use and put in the washer and do it, you can use it. And that can you could be making tote bags or something out of that fabric. You done dyed the fabric in the machine, you let it dry, or you can put it in your dryer and go ahead and dry it, then press it out, starch it up, go ahead and iron it, put it in tote bags, or even embroider on it. Once you get it the color you want to embroider on it, design what you want to design. Let your limit be as far as you want to go. And I'm sorry about running off at the mouth. I still mean I'm finna let y'all go now because I need to lay down and get me some rest. And I guess I'll be coming back to y'all. I'll be coming back some more. I might have a pop-up sew thing, and let's see who wanna sew with me. I don't have Zoom set up where I can have a lot of people join me on Zoom. And Zoom is something that is kind of complicated to me. It might be easy to some people, but I guess it's how I understand what I'm reading or something. I'm not sure, but me and Zoom been having issues, and I kind of let Zoom go, and I went over to SteamYard, and I love me some SteamYards, but I haven't been using SteamYard myself either. So I'm gonna figure this thing out. I like to sew and I love to talk, especially if I done learned something. I just love sharing what I've learned, so it can make it easy on the next person. Um, Thank y'all for watching. Do like my video. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel because I will be doing a lot of subscriber only videos, and this video here is for subscribers. So if you are subscribed to my channel, you are blessed to get a bunch of knowledge. And I thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. So until next time, y'all stay blessed. Bye now. Bye, everyone. I have to use my bifocus to turn it off.